or what was left of one. I've seen nature documentaries. I know what a coyote or a bear kill looks like. This was not that. It was torn. Not eaten, just torn apart. It was a mess. But the thing that made me want to throw up was the way it was pulled apart. It looked like it had been done by something with incredible, brutal strength. Legs were ripped from sockets, but there were no tracks. The ground was covered in leaves, but they were barely disturbed aside from the area right around the deer. I backed away, slowly. I didn't run. I just turned around and walked fast back the way I came. The whole time I felt its eyes on my back. I knew, as clearly as I know my own name, that I was being watched, that I was being allowed to leave. I got back to the cabin by 2 p.m. and locked the door. I bolted it. I went around and checked every single window, making sure they were locked. I closed all the curtains. I turned on every single light in the house, even though it was broad daylight. I sat at the kitchen table, my heart doing a drum solo against my ribs. I was trying to rationalize it. It had to be a poacher, a weird, sick poacher who liked to scare tourists. That's what I told myself, over and over. Dusk came again, painting the sky a sickly purple gray before it faded to black. I was in the living room, in front of the fireplace. I had the heavy iron poker in my hand. I wasn't making a fire. I was just holding it. Around 9 p.m. the tapping started. It wasn't the scraping from last night. It was a tap, tap, tap on the living room window, the big picture window that looked out onto the dark woods. I froze. Tap, tap, tap. It was light, almost delicate, like a long fingernail tapping on the glass. I didn't move. I just stared at the curtain, which I had pulled shut hours ago. Tap, 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 tap. Faster now. Impatient. Go away, I whispered. I don't know why. The tapping stopped. A second later, a thud from the kitchen. I jumped, yelping, and gripped the fireplace poker so hard my knuckles were white. I crept toward the kitchen. The kitchen had a window over the sink and a back door. Both were dark. Thud. It was at the back door. Something was bumping against it. Not hard, just testing it. Thud, 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 then a new sound. A low, wet snuffling right at the bottom of the door, like a dog sniffing. And then, a sound that I will hear in my nightmares until the day I die. It was a high-pitched chittering, a clicking, chattering, wet sound that sounded like a bat and a person trying to scream at the same time. I backed away, right into the living room. I looked at the front door. My keys were in a bowl on the table next to it. The car was right outside. I could make a run for it. Before I